Hello and welcome to Educator.com's AP Studio Art 2D design curriculum. Today we are going to be creating a project called negative space, which is we've actually learned about, but we're actually going to do an entire project around this concept. So let's dig right in. All right, so we've already talked a little bit about what negative space is, but we're going to go a little deeper. So the around and between the subjects of an image. So if you, have a portrait, like for example, the way I look right now, my white background is perfect example of negative space. So it's all of the crevices, any white that you see behind me is the perfect example of negative space. All right, so it's the around and between the subjects of an image. The use of negative space adds significant emphasis to the subject. Obviously, the only thing that you see in my picture right now is a white background and my face. So what are you going to stare at? The white background? Probably not, right? So it's adding emphasis to me with that white, pure negative space behind me. All right. It's most effectively and smartly used in photography when following the rule of thirds. So even though I'm not really following the rule of thirds right now, if I set to myself to the side or something along those lines, or you placed your object with a really simple background in the side corner or in an upper left kind of corner, it's very, very effective use of negative space when you also follow with the rule of thirds. Okay. Also, it can be created using background blur. So you can open up your aperture and you can create negative space around your subject by opening up that background or having the background to subject ratio really far spread. So if you're the photographer and you're standing, 3 feet from me and I'm your subject and the background between me and me as your subject and that background behind me is really far distance, you're going to get even more background blur, which is a really effective way to create negative space.